Ayo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy X coming at y'all with a brand new video, and in this video we're going to be talking about basically the best way to evo up the new Larry Hughes. Now, the Larry Hughes card is actually one that I think is pretty nice, and I dropped the gameplay of it last night. This is a little pre-recorded, but by the time you guys are seeing this, I did post a gameplay for him last night, so if you guys want to check him out, you can see what he looks like fully evolved. But this is what the Larry Hughes cards look like to start off, and he's actually a pretty cheap guy. Now, the main problem that comes with Larry Hughes is the fact that his evo requires you to get 20 dunks, but he only has a 40 driving dunk, which makes it actually pretty difficult to dunk in game. He also has some steal challenges, which I know for a lot of you guys is pretty difficult. Obviously, I kind of have one of the best, methods out there for these, so I'm ready for it. Can we get a bid? Can we get a bid? Can we get a cheap? I probably threw it up a little bit too much, but it's all good. So, basically, I'm going to talk to you guys about some game modes that I have used to get these. Look at that. We got a cheap one. Some, game modes and stuff that I use to get these done quickly with these evos and stuff like that. So, basically, what I do, this is a lineup that I ran for mine with the Larry Hughes sitting here at the 1. He's all the way down at Diamond. Let me go grab him real quick, and there we go. So, I'm going to explain to you guys kind of the reason behind what I have doing. Now, I was evoing Larry Hughes as well as the Larry Sanders at the same time, which is why I had I have these two guys. They were just to get rebounds. But basically, what I do is I throw in guys that I either A, don't care if I lose contracts on them, or B, have diamond contracts, which is why you see Zach LaVine and all of these other guys on the bench besides Dwight Howard that have diamond contracts. That way I don't lose anything, and I'll even go as far as to throw these guys in as well and basically do something like this, just for an example. Probably be Lamar Odom though. So basically what I do is, the reason we have Dwight in there is we go over to the challenges section in the spotlight challenges, head all the way over to the spotlight Dwight Howard challenges, coincidence, right? And we go down to game 16, which is a rookie 7-minute quarter game. Now this one is great to evo cards if you don't have any sort of games challenges that's needed, because it's super long rookie game. You can just crank them out, never sub the guys out, and you get so much progress towards your evos, but it obviously does require you to have done the Dwight Howard challenges, which is a little tough. And I understand that for some people, maybe that is an option, but any of these other, 3-minute rookie games work perfectly fine. And even as a little bit of a tip, if you guys wanted to, you could actually see, I've done it a little bit myself, is throw in the players that you would need for some of these Spotlight Sim challenges and play all of the first games for the rookies. And then eventually you'll slowly be cranking towards some free pink diamonds, which I think is actually pretty cool. But we need to talk about how we're going to get these dunks and how we're going to get these steals, as well as I'll throw a little bit of tips for threes and for points in general. But yeah, let's hop into the dunks. So basically what I did for this is I went into Triple Threat Online. I'll show you guys a quick lineup what I used before we show the clips. What I go ahead and do is, if you guys didn't know, the Triple Threat on offline and online system can be very easily abused with this. So what you're going to want to go and do is go over to shooting guards, obviously, and throw in Larry Hughes. Then what I did is I went ahead and I picked up some evos that I've already finished, like Jason Kidd. Jason Kidd is a pink diamond for me, but to 2K he's going to show up as the sapphire that he first started off at evo. And then I go ahead and I'll pick somebody up that's a big man to play defense if we ever go against a big man, like Kevin Garnett, who is also evo. That way it knocks ours down and we can go against some easier competition, because if we have some bad defenders, it is a lot easier for Larry Hughes to get his lobs. Also, if you don't have an evo guy, what I would recommend to help out with these lobs is get a guy that has some amazing playmaking like Jason Kidd, so you have Dimer, Lob 50 passer on Hall of Fame, and Needle Threader as well, maybe even Floor General to help him out and boost that dunk a little bit. Now, for the actual clips that are popping on the screen right now, what you're going to see that I'm doing with these is we're going to go into Triple Threat, and we are going to pull up the menu for the plays, which I think is left on the D-pad. You pick that up and then the plays pop up. We're going to hit R2 once and go to the give and go play. We're going to hit X to go on the give and go play. And basically what it does is wherever Larry Hughes is, he's going to pop up with the screen to pass it to somebody. Now we're going to pass it to that player that has the great playmaking. Wait for Larry Hughes to drive into the basket. And if he has a good, bit of space, throw him the lob. Now I know I'm speaking of it like it's a lot easier than it actually is, so I'm going to give you guys a few tips. Walk towards the side that good playmaker is going to be on. For example, I loved it when Jason Kidd was sitting in the corner, so I'd run down with Larry Hughes, and whichever side Jason Kidd was in the corner, I would call the give and go, or at least whatever side Jason Kidd was on, I'd call the give and go, and then he would walk to the corner. Another good tip that I did with a lot of these, you'll see Larry Hughes starts off in the spot where I pass the ball away. He'll run all the way up to the top of the key, and then run in. He'll like go out of screen and then run in down perfectly for the lob a lot of these times. And I'm going to tell you guys how I did that every single time. It's a little exploit that I found that makes this go by so quick. Now what you want to do is you're going to call the give and go at the top of the paint, basically the top of the 3-point line, right where the half-court line is, as you'll see me do. We're going to call that give and go right there. Then we're going to walk towards the corner about halfway on the arc of the 3-point line towards Jason Kidd. Then we're going to give it to Jason Kidd, and you'll see every single time Larry Hughes will run up out of screen past the half-court line and then cut straight line down, and you'll be set. Some of these times I'll take Jason Kidd and move him up to where I pass it with Larry Hughes to get a better angle on the lob. Sometimes I'll hold post position and throw it up for a lob. Anything like that is going to work so well for these alley-oops to get them. I will tell you guys right now, if you're going to try to evo this Larry Hughes in a normal game and not in triple threat, it's really not going to go your way. I tried it. I played it 2 games while trying to evo Larry Hughes, getting some threes and stuff like that and trying to throw it up to him. It just did not work. Go with this alley-oop triple threat method. He's not going to dunk in a normal game. This is the only really way that you can get them done. Next, if we're talking about the steals for Larry Hughes, this one is actually one that I didn't think was that difficult. Obviously, because I have a steal method on YouTube. I'll link that one in the description down below. Basically, what I did is a quote-unquote modified version of my steal method, and I just went into those rookie 3 and 7 minute quarter games, and we just had a great time doing the steal method in those. Now, what you do with this steal method in a general sense is you're going to want to stand at the half-court line roughly when the defending team is passing the ball in, and wait at that half-court line until they come to you. Some of you in these, you'll see that I'm pressing up towards them and I'm running at them full force to try to get the ball. That's not the preferred way to do it. You want to wait at the half-court line for them to come in, hold your intense defense button, which is usually the left bumper, and then also hold the right bumper as well. So hold both of your bumpers or triggers, the 2 big buttons on the back of your controller. I always mix them up. Hold both of those and then run towards the ball side, like the side that he's dribbling the ball with, and then press square as you're running over there, and your guy will lunge in and get a steal. You guys will see with a lot of mine, I'm putting a lot of pressure and I'm running forward a lot quicker at the ball, and that's because I'm a lot more experienced with this, so I know, when I can kind of push up and attack and get the right ones. Sometimes they're going to do a little bit of a spin away from you and they're going to completely duck and dodge it. It's really nothing you can do. I mean, it is what it is. You know what I mean? It happens. Now, when it comes to the 3-point shots, you might see some clips on the screen that I can miscellaneously find. What I do with Larry Hughes is I literally just run up to the paint and snatch back and then shoot threes. Like, that's literally all I do with Larry Hughes, but I did do some things like put a nice playmaker into my PG, run Larry Hughes at the 2, and then you can pass it into that PG, and when you're passing it into the PG, Larry Hughes will actually start running down the court, and then you can just pass it to him, and because it's rookie, the players sometimes when you can test, you can get a nice easy catch and shoot 3 and just pop it off and make sure your feet are set. Though with that, the 3s really, they aren't too difficult. And in general, with points, I would just do the 3-point method with points. That's really all I would do. I don't think it's really too difficult, but if you guys are struggling getting a lot of points pretty quick, a nice little way to do it is head to the auction house, go over to a franchise in the auction house, go to playbooks, go to a team, and head over to the Nets. We're going to grab the Nets playbook because it has one wonderful play in it, and it is called Quick Through STS. Basically, to put that up in the settings, you literally just hit the options button to go to the start menu on 2K, and then you just head over, I think it is, to offensive settings, go to play selection, select Quick Through STS, and then assign it to the player that you want to score with. It's really nice and easy, doesn't take too much time. And yeah, I think that's really all we have for the Evo method of our wonderful guy, Larry Hughes, was a super fun card to get up and evoed, and I threw him up on the auction house to try to get some MT off of him. Love this Larry Hughes card, but I didn't really see a need for him because I have Reggie Theus. If you guys want to see any more evo methods or any more videos on tutorials, let me know down in the comment section below. We should have some tier list videos dropping later today and through Sunday. I'm going to try to get the pink diamond tier list, all parts of it, out throughout the course of the weekend. So wish me luck on that. Again, make sure you guys like the video if you guys did enjoy. Comment down below if you guys have any other, videos you guys want me to do and help you guys out with. Subscribe if you guys are new. Also, let me know if I did a good job on explaining all of this. Always down for some helpful feedback. Subscribe if you guys are new on that road to 5.6K. Hope you guys have a great day, and I will see y'all in the next video.